welcome to my
Screenshot taken.
city of Dregsburg. We had just set up a base farmer city of 2000 people. We make money and we now will start upgrading into the next generation of workers. Over here there's an upgrade tool to easily do that. You can drag over your houses to upgrade them.
You reached a new milestone.
Welcome in the age of industrialization. We're now introduced to bricks. I will immediately set up a buy order.
Honest work, that's all we ask.
Let's upgrade a few more houses. To get a decent start population. Oh, we're out of wood, but we're producing wood, so and
You
buying wood.
reached a new milestone.
We bought some wood, you see. Since we're now paying for wood and upgrades, it's smart to have an extra production market. So I will add another market in the mix with huts. Good to know, this is a sign that you have no market reach on a building. Always good to know. Let's make a print screen for the block.
Screenshot taken.
And there we go, we have some nice extra wood planks coming in.
Spare a thought for us? Will you work your magic for us? What we do so love to see.
Game saved.
See, we make trades in the harbor. There's a trade history menu where you can see what produced in money or cost in money. I think it's a horrible menu. In general, I don't use it. And you see, there's always a lot of going on in notifications. Over time, you get used to them, and I don't read them anymore. I close them a lot automatically. Sometimes too fast for a tutorial, but I will tell what happens in a game. So I think most things will be logical. If you have questions about it, you can always post them. Here I first want to get rid of all the trade notifications. So we have now some base population in workers. We still have some farmer workforce left, always good to have because we will build farms over time. You can see the happiness of workers is above 20 in farmers. 2, very important for your fire stations. Then you still have several brigades when there's a fire. You see, you get a new workers class tab. And here you'll find the clay pit. And we're now producing clay. I always am out of clay, so I will put another clay pit up.
Screenshot taken.
Now, maybe I should remove the interface.
Screenshot taken.
There we go. You see, we had not enough loading ramps. When we have stone, we can upgrade the warehouses, but they will cost more maintenance. So always make a choice if you can afford it on your balance. It's more efficient, but can you afford it?
We look
Always a
out for
good
each
thing to
other here.
consider, especially in hard games or settings where you have a low income. You see, the first thing they want is sausages. I like to skip ahead and first go for school. It's easier to build. It's not a supply chain, it's instant income. And you see, we need 750 workers for it. So we will upgrade a few more workers. By the way, if you want to know how many workers are on an island, you can see that over here. It's island population.
Screenshot taken.
And yeah, it's good to know. Then you know how many people are living in your city. See, now we have school.
Alaska this Sunday. We all like a nap in the orchard. No accidents in weeks.
See, we need some steel, but we don't have
A
yet.
fire broke out.
No, you see the first fire in the snaps factory. That's why
I'm confident it's
build
ready
some
to
fire
go.
stations. Maybe build another one.
We have taken to
But
calling
I'm
you
not
the
doing
master,
anything with the
among
newspaper
many other
because we are
complimentary,
enough
uncompromising
income.
journalism.
An explosion in one of your factories.
You see, the fire was burned or fixed already.
The fire
And
has
if you
been
click it, you can
vanquished.
upgrade your building again to have it functioning again. I don't know exactly where yet, but this way the fire station will also have access to the other buildings.
Game saved.
It's always good to have a lot of access. Ah, you see, the neutral traders brought enough steel.
It's our human
So we now
rights.
can build a school. And we have 2 income on all the houses that are there already. So that's a nice increase if you ask me. Especially an easy increase. So, they demand sausages. Realize that sausages are creating negative attractiveness on your island. So over time it's good to have them on another island as your main city, but for now we will keep it on this island.
Screenshot taken.
You see, the negative attractiveness is even worse on solar houses.
Screenshot taken.
You can also see the amount of workers needed for this slaughterhouse. It's 50 and 30 for farmers for a big farm. So if you build, always watch your workforce, if it's still sufficient. Let's see where I want to have my big farms. Maybe in this corner. Edges, you want farms to use your island efficiently. So I like to build a bit from the edge, so later if you have farms that have fields, you can use the edge. Now you hear a fire station, so there could be a fire somewhere. But if you don't get a notification, it will be put out by the firemen themselves, so you don't need to do anything, because it's a small fire. see, we produce the first meat.
Screenshot taken.
You see, slowly already farmers are diminishing in numbers, so I think it's already interesting to extend the farmer amount. Also, in general, I like my balance to go up 1,000 a tick. It's like, I don't know, some kind of basic income level I like to adhere to. Oh, build some. And over here you saw I used a 5x2 block. I will use that again. I see we have enough bricks, so let's do the first upgrade of my harbor. Then you get extra storage because we upgraded it. Oh, I should have shown that. I kinda downgraded. We had 75 room, now we have 150. I will make a print screen of this.
Screenshot taken.
And you see the next upgrade is 100, but you first need artisans.
Screenshot taken.
You see here is a fire, and because we have enough fire brigades, burnt, or how do you say it, put out automatically. The workers have
Looks
something
fair,
to
but
complain
there's
about and
mould in the
happiness.
walls.
They want the church, so at the moment their happiness is not that high, so we don't have extra fire brigades. You see, we need a happiness of 30 on average on the island.
Screenshot taken.
So let's
Game
arrange the
saved.
church. Because we have enough money and stone and wood, we can build.
We earned this.
We all like a nap in the orchard.
At the moment the sorting is on farmers and workers. I prefer to sort my buildings on item type. Then you have all the building materials in one tab,
Friday to Monday.
all your harbor buildings in one tab, your consumables, your city buildings. And for me that makes it easier to find something.
You have a sniffing machine.
So now my guys have some nice fountains. Over here you can see the vulgarity from my pig farm and my slaughterhouse and the ornaments. So in time it's nice if they compensate each other a bit. Then your island, the attractiveness is still nice.
Screenshot taken.
But the idea was to build extra farms. So don't upgrade them all at once, because you want to see your fish and clothes, and you don't want to lose your income from your houses, so always
We're in
monitor
clover.
if you have enough snaps and clothes and fish in the market, in the consumer tab. There you can see everything what you have at that moment. Over here I would now like to build some extra fisheries before I upgrade any extra houses.
Screenshot taken.
Here I can build some extra fisheries. Let's take the print screen off the sign if you don't have a road.
It's going to be a long voyage.
Screenshot taken.
It's good to explain to everyone. So outside selling fish, we should build it slowly. I'll raise the sell bar a bit higher, so I have more stock. So we have more time to fix it if you have not enough. See the first sausage coming in. I think I want a few extra.
Can't beat a hungry stud.
The city has grown uglier.
Here you get a notification that you got uglier, but because you have slaughter farms and pigs and not really a lot of ornaments already. And you can see if you want to go up, you need 3 more positive
It's peculiar here.
influence. You will get that over time somewhere.
Game saved.
So let's get the extra farmers in. You see we have 140 timber. When you drag in the corner you can see how many timber you use. So this drag would need 100 timber. You can see we have that.
Screenshot taken.
You see a warehouse with that not enough transporters. You could upgrade it, but I wouldn't do that yet because it's money that I don't want to spend on it yet. So we can have our first guns if we want to. You get some basic guns from your first ship docking, 10. And this basic guns cost 5. So now we have some base defense.
It's all prepared. Loot doesn't, indeed taste half as bad.
Always read the
Changes.
newspaper, like if there's a shortage of something on an island somewhere, you will find out from the newspaper. Oh, I didn't upgrade the farms. You see, we still have a balance above 1,000 income. We have enough workers, we have enough farmers. You can see that in the top bar. It's always good to monitor. There we go. You maybe saw we use a lot of timber in upgrades. That's why it's very handy to have 2 satellite islands producing timber. The next thing they ask for is bread. It's a choice to go for that now, but I won't. I have enough income. I have have enough balance. I really want a harbor first now. In general, I'd like to have a planning for 4 harbors in total, because you then can produce a lot of ships when you're in war or something. Don't build them all at once, build them over time. I put a harbor master office in between them, because if you have items that improve yeah, you have a lower cost price for your harbors or your ships. It's always nice to have the items in a slot. I will explain that later when they come in, but I prepared for it.
Screenshot taken.
Let's upgrade our first harbor. Over here you can see we cannot build ships because we need sails. And over here you see we need artisans.
Screenshot taken.
Flagship ready for orders.
You see we got some basic steel beams from neutral traders. The wood is full, the stone is full, so we can build on. That's always nice to have. Notice I play on fast speed. It's always nice to do when you don't have enemies, but if you get a lot of warnings, play on regular or on fast, depending on how much you have to do in game. Okay, we have some basic workforce. The first thing I now want to do is build cannons and sails, because if you want to build a gunboat, you need some cannons and sails. So first let's get some sails up. This is why I also use this range. I know it's this range for sails.
Game saved.
Oh, this size I should say. Now we have 2 sail makers and some sheep farm to build them.
Screenshot taken.
Now let's get some cannons going. You see we need an iron mine. Over here you can click the iron deposit.
Screenshot taken.
So we have a market, we have an iron deposit. You will see it needs charcoal. I will build them near. So here's one charcoal and here. Then I will put these in between. It's a furnace from an iron mine. You can feed 2 furnaces on 100%, so on basic level, and they need each 1 charcoal input. So we now can build the first weapon factories. Realize I didn't produce any steel yet. When in competition with other players, it's always nice to do this. So buy steel from neutral traders, and then first build a weapon factory before you build steelworks. Notice steelwork needs 200 population, worker population to function, and that supply chain even takes more. So I like to build some cannons first. Cannons are produced in a weapon factory from 2 furnaces. You can get 6 of them, so 3 for each. nice. There's a large fire risk with all of those buildings, so always have some fire brigades near. As told before, I always like a lot of fire brigades. Now I will show you with shift you can upgrade them all at once. See, all of them upgraded at once. I won't do that with the weapon factory because you want to
We've run out
have
of
the supply
cabins.
chains running already. It will take some time to boot up. The iron has to be brought here, the charcoal has to be brought here, so over time we can upgrade them if you have stock. Over here you see we have some base steel already. So let's upgrade our first weapon factory. We'll start with 3. You see the workforce is good, the farmer workforce is good. It's complaining about loading ramps already. Let's go to the second warehouse. Right there is a second warehouse, there's an upgraded warehouse, it's cheaper and it has another coverage. See the sausage going up. You see we didn't watch the workloads enough, so we should build some extra.
The fire is out of control.
Of course we are punished immediately, we didn't build any fire in a new area. Let's fix that.
The fire left ruins behind. Game saved.
So another fire brigade, we have 5 sheep farms. So with the 5 sheep farms and 5 framework knitters and enough workforce, we should now see the extra workloads coming in.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Always nice, a festival, it's good for your happiness and you get a lot of attractiveness on your island. You see the productivity in alcohol production chains goes up. You see here.
Screenshot taken.
Since we have enough stone now, I think it's smart to upgrade everything to stone. I will first upgrade the first block of houses.
Screenshot taken.
Think it's nice to see if you have a market selected, you see that the roads are better filling the market on the last houses as on not paved roads. You see it's a lower green as the dark green here, so now you can see.
Thank the ickle bickle barn mice.
On a house you see now it's full market supply, and here it has not.
Screenshot taken.
Now let's add a road. And you see it's completely filled.
Screenshot taken.
And we're out of stone, so the next blocks will be added later. I think we had another stone quarry somewhere. Ah, here. We have enough workers, so we can upgrade it. See, we have decent amount of farmers, decent amount of workers.
Revolution?
And we have the
We're
first
having a riot.
output in weapons. In the harbor, that means you can build cannon towers.
One final look. The idiot is back. Uncompromising journalism.
Game
You
saved.
can see that the cannon towers have a bigger range, you see, to defend your harbor.
Screenshot taken.
See, we fixed the work clothes shortage. Next thing that's up is we need bread. Let's start getting some bread. Basic chain for grain is 2 farms for 1 mill, and that 1 mill then has 2 bakeries. Oh, I put up a farm. No, I need a mill.
Screenshot taken.
And from experience I know we need a second line to produce enough for this city. You will get some base values over time. There's a lot of calculators out there if you need them. I mostly watch the market, the warehouses, and see if I have enough production. And then over time you will get the feeling for some numbers. You would upgrade another 2 lines into workers, you need the double amount of mills and bakeries, but I think for now we will be fine. So like how many houses do we have? 100 houses, so I think about 100 houses will now be okay. see, we're really running out of ramps. You can choose again to upgrade it. I won't. I will build another warehouse. You see, we can build the first gunboat. I will build 2. Let's build the second one in another shipyard. Because you use your resources efficiently. The workforce is 100 for a shipyard.
Screenshot taken.
And when you do the bell, the shipyard goes first if you don't have enough workers.
Screenshot taken. Ship constructed.
We're now producing bread. You see, we already filled bread
The
up
festival has ended.
and the festival is gone. But happiness is going okay, you see.
Ship constructed.
Workers are not very happy. Let's get them more happy. We had a lot of clay pits already, so I now lower the amount of production from clay pits. Because this way you get some extra happiness.
Screenshot taken.
Let's take another screenshot.
Screenshot
You
taken.
see, the happiness from work conditions is +6 now. I think that's always positive. For farmers we will do the same with wood. And over time your wood always fills up. It's not that much, you see.
Game saved.
Let's maybe lower farms fisheries a bit too. You see, now we have +3. And I will build 2 more fisheries to compensate. And you now see, let's make a print screen of this.
Oh, we're in a good spot.
Screenshot taken.
You see, we now
Screenshot
have happy
taken.
people, but results in an extra fire brigade.
I'd never have put a halfpenny on it.
The next thing is soap.
Screenshot taken.
And there we have soap production. For this amount of houses, I think 1 chain is enough. You could build a second one if you wanted to have some extra, but I think we will be safe. The next happiness is beer, so we can produce that too if we want to. Remember, we left some space over here to build efficiently. Let's see if we can use that space now. Beer needs 2 farms.
Up with a lark this morning, I was. Better doing this by hand.
should have said grain farms, and we need 3 hop farms. Move that one because we have to get out the oil later on, so here we need 1 room. Here you see we have 2 beer halls, 2 farms, 3 hops, one of those, let's see what it's named, a malt house, and 2 breweries, and that's your beer chain.
Screenshot taken.
And beer they drink really a lot, so I will start a second beer chain just to be sure.
Oh, that. I know. You're not. Never. Caramel can't even roll up silage.
Just realized we didn't build any police stations yet. Let's fix that.
Please let us play in the lower field. Up with a lark this morning, I was.
Yeah, I moved buildings a bit around. Here's a church, here's the future church. And I know we need a school. Here's the next school. And this is a nice place for a hospital later on. But that's planning when you know the game, so it's always good to know there's a hospital needed later on, and it's 2 by 2 houses. So then you can prepare for that. Ah, we have beer already, and I wanted a second line of beer. We could use a police station somewhere here too. stone, your range gets bigger as 5 by 5. It will be more like 7. You can have 7 blocks of 2 by 5. Not that I use it often, but here it's very nice to have some extra houses. Because you see the income is like changing a lot. Because we don't have enough snaps, but we will fix it in a bit. But for now we have at least some income until we have enough snaps.
Game saved.
Here we go, 5 extra snaps. Here's a location in the middle where I really want to upgrade the warehouse. You see, there's really a lot of demand because it's in the middle of everything. And there we go. We'll upgrade this one too to lighten the burden on this one. And this one too. And let's give it another one.
Fresh as a daisy here.
Let's see if we can get up snaps. Oh, I really wanted to build a second line for my bear. Let's do that.
A farm? We know.
Let's see if we can push the hops into the oil field without blocking it, taking out oil in the future.
How do?
Yeah, I think we can get all oil out still this way. Yeah, this market will have a lot of work too. Let's upgrade it. give it a second one because there's a lot of this one is shouting for a while already. I will upgrade it too. There's all the fisheries and he has all the extra thingies here, and let's make sure they all work efficiently by giving them some stone. Roads. Carts can move faster on stone roads. And I'm out of stone. But at least this corner has efficient roads now. So, beer will go up. Snaps is slowly going up. Fish is not very safe if you ask me. I would like some extra. Realize we are selling them, but I like some extra. Notice we are making a loss. Let's fix that by upgrading some more houses.
I could simply go to press. You look as radiant as ever. No changes? Really?
See, the happiness is now very happy.
Screenshot taken. Screenshot taken.
So I think it's a nice ending for the current
Game saved.
game. Everything is going up. This is going up. This is going up. Soap is enough. You see, we have plenty of everything to work the current to have a profitable city at the moment. We could upgrade a few more houses if we wanted to have just above 1,000 income. There we go. So for now I will close my worker tutorial over here. Let's take it to the block. Thank you for watching.